Hello everybody, the 13th Scale here, also known as Scale, and welcome back to more Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. I have an Edgar on my lap and a cup of throat coat tea that just will not cool, despite the fact that I've been sitting here for like a minute begging it to. I'm gonna try to see if I don't burn my face off. Hold on. Still hot. Still very hot. Okay. Yes, just sleep, please. Anyway. His face can't be clearly seen in this video. But there's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. Disagree. I mean, he opened the locker, which required Detective Goodman's fingerprints to do, but he was wearing gloves. The locker he opened is unquestionably Detective Goodman's locker, sir. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it, sir. Disagree. He was wearing gloves. What's this about a fingerprint? Each detective has been given a locker equipped with a fingerprint-activated lock. These locks ensure that each locker can only be opened by the detective it belongs to. Intriguing. That would mean the victim at the crime scene would have had to have been Detective Goodman, or at the very least had the ability to open Detective Goodman's locker. Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. I don't know where this cross-examination will lead, but everything begins with contradictions, and that's where I have to start. He's wearing gloves in the video. And he's continuing to wear gloves while he's fighting Meekins. That's all you need. His face can't be seen clearly in the video. Let's press. Tell me, were you able to get a good look at him, though? I mean, at the face of the man who attacked you with a knife. Sir, if you must label people as having seen or not seen the man's face, I believe I'd be classified as the latter. You didn't see him... What? The latter? But you're standing right in front of him, were you not? More to the point, You are the person who fought him, aren't you? Oh, yes, sir. But I didn't get a clear look at his face, sir. I'm not the kind of guy who looks directly at people when talking with them, you see. Oh, you got autism. Oh, you're like me. Well, I haven't been diagnosed. My friend who is diagnosed with autism straight up said, no, honey, you are definitely autistic. You literally have all of the markers, and I still have that stuff in my Discord that I have to double check. That somebody sent me about warning sign testers. So, but I also do not look at people directly in the face. I used to all the time growing up, and then when I started living abroad and that became a sign of danger, that like if you looked somebody directly in the face, you were in danger, especially if you're, you know, physically female. When I started living in a place like that, I stopped doing that. And now I've struggled with doing that again. In fact, sometimes, if you guys have noticed, I actually struggle to look directly into the camera sometimes because it's difficult. Like, my brain processes that as the equivalent of, like, looking into your guys' eye. Look, I don't know, man. I'm trying here, all right? Anyway. Yeah, that's a good trait for a police officer. Okay, look, Phoenix, stop being so judgmental, okay? I'm sure it was him. I bet my badge on it. You need to hand over your badge after this, then. There's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. Alright, press. But you don't know that for sure, do you? Especially because you didn't get a good look at him. You never actually saw Detective Goodman's face. Well, I suppose you might say that. That is, if you must... okay. Didn't you... We couldn't see his video... wait, hold on. We couldn't see his face in the video. Why is everybody looking at me? If I had to label your stares as disturbing, or... Meekins? Yeah. Having been shown a questionable video at best, we are not in the best of moods. Now please be more certain when you testify. Yes, sir. You claimed the man who brandished the knife on you was Bruce Goodman. Tell us why you are positive that it was him. He opened his locker... Okay. About these lockers, is there no other way to open them? No, sir. I tried all kinds of methods in the past. They only respond to registered fingerprints, sir. I wonder what kind of methods he tried. He didn't have his fingers cut off or anything, right? If the man opened the locker's lock, then which only responds to its registered finger, who's to say it wasn't propped open a little bit? Then he must be the person that the locker was assigned to. Exactly my point, sir. And that is, too. Okay, it was undoubtedly Goodman's locker. How do you know that information? I heard rumors, sir, from people in the know, sir. People in the know? The workers in the department cafeteria, sir. They keep me informed. In the cafeteria? They also listen to my romantic troubles, sir. You have romantic troubles? Oh my god, are you dating Angel Star? You know, it's really ironic. I was at work the other day, and a woman came in, and her first and middle name was Angel Star, exactly spelled the same way as this Angel Star. I could not believe my life. I was absolutely shocked. I was like, have you ever played Phoenix Wright? And she's like, no. I'm like, you might want to play Phoenix Wright. She wrote it down. I also had to write down Grave Seasons. I'm sorry, Edgar. I did not mean to punch you in the face. I just could not get my hand under the table. For the record, the opened locker did indeed belong to Detective Goodman. I verified this information through a more reliable source. So the victim opened the locker with his own fingerprints. So it must be him. No one else could have unlocked it, sir. Okay, look. However, the most important detail is not shown in the video, the man's face. And sir, if I may say something, sir. Please do. After all, you are the one being examined. I don't understand why the man's face is so important in this case, sir. I mean, it was his hand that opened the fingerprint lock. And it was his hand that tried to thrust his knife into my body, sir. My unsettled state can testify enough to this, sir. Well, yes, you have a point. The footage doesn't lie. That is, unless the defense can find some problem with it. Mr. Wright, let's check the court record again. Is there a problem with the security camera? Yeah. But the security... There is. Regarding the video contained on this tape, there is one thing particular that seems rather strange. Strange? This contradiction leads to the possibility that the man may not have been Detective Goodman. What? This video contains such a contradiction? Interesting. Your Honor, I have a proposal. Yes, Mr. Edgeworth? I propose that we have the defense point out to us this alleged contradiction in the video. You want me to point it out? Very well, proposal accepted. Let us further inspect this piece of evidence. Yeah. We will now play the security tape. Mr. Wright, please show us the contradiction you speak of. I have to point out a problem in the video? So the first time I've ever had to do that. You can do it, Mr. Wright. This is set up so you can fast forward, rewind, or pause the video. Oh, thank you. Just take a good look and be sure to point out the right thing. Maybe the fact that he's wearing gloves. Please don't play it too many times. I can't stand watching this video. How did this guy ever become a police officer? Now then, Mr. Wright, please enlighten us. Where is the contradiction that indicates that the man may not be Detective Goodman? Okay, so B is pause. Alright. Come on. I gotta wait until I get closer over there. About there. I'm gonna press that because it's gloves. How about that glove? The thing that's strange about this video would have to be this. What? Hold on a second. I need to use my eye drops. Well, I don't get it. Would you mind if I borrowed your eye medicine? Don't look at me with those bleary eyes. Before your eyes get too teary, perhaps you should think through this again, hmm? Now what do I do? Play the video again, I guess? Very well, let's try this again. Every time you point your finger, someone gets hurt. Remember that, Phoenix. Says the one pointing his finger at us. Damn it. I will now play the security tape. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna just see if I can... How else do I prove that the guy was wearing... gloves? Come on. Come on. Like, he's very clearly wearing gloves. And then he goes back, and he's gone. Alright, I'm just gonna press on the cloth, because I know that's what they want. I'm gonna click on the cloth. Thing that's... it's got to be this. Yes, that's strange. Something certainly seems unnatural about that. What could it mean? Oh, there we go. Sorry to interrupt, Mr. White, but you seem to have forgotten the point of this exercise. The point? What you are looking for is one thing and one thing only. Something that indicates the man may not be Detective Goodman. Oh, yeah. Ew. I almost walked into the defense's trap. I'll place him under arrest, sir. Oh my god, rats. I need to slow things down and tackle things one piece at a time. Now what do I do? Guess we return to the cross-examination. Seems I've been taking the wrong approach. Assuming that this will still... the witness is still willing to continue. Is that correct, Officer Meekins? Yes, sir. It is my duty as a police officer to help the lost, sir. Great. Now they think I'm getting lost. His face can't be seen clearly in the... okay, hold on. I need to look at my evidence options. You didn't get a good look at him. How about the fact that there were no damn prints? Okay. Fingerprints. Nope. Have you seen... extremely thin rubber glove. Yeah, the jar isn't shown in there. Have you seen clearly? There's no question that the other person was Detective Goodman, sir. I mean, he opened the locker. Okay, think this through. First, we're gonna save it before I screw anything else up. That's a good idea. Okay. Just in case, save it again. Okay, I mean, he opened the thing. No one else could have unlocked it. Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Unsettling. I might as well take a look. I'm gonna do one more look at it just to see if I can figure that out. Alright, we already went through all this. Point it out, point it out. Okay. Let's see. Alright. So there he goes. I'm gonna see if I could do that pause again when it clearly... Is it the blood? I'm gonna go ahead and hit the blood, I guess. I don't... It's either the blood or his hand in this one. This... Hold on a second, I need to... Oh, okay, that's not it. Play the video again. See if I could get another thing for the gloves. Alright, play the security tape. Let's see what I can figure out. Eakins, you're driving me up a wall, buddy. Alright. Everything on that looks normal. Go, 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 go. He opens the locker, the glove falls out. I mean, unless it's supposed to be the glove that fell out. That's not what I wanted to... it's not what I wanted... Play the video again. I wanted to get... I meant to pause it. Come on. I will play this as many times as I need to, Meekins. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, going around the corner. Okay, he gets attacked. What if I press here? Where he's clearly wearing gloves? Hold on a second. Oh, for God's sake, that's not it either, huh? Alright. I don't know what to do at this point. Let's see what we've got. How do I do the... Okay, videotape. Alright, I don't care about the controls of it. Once, okay, hold on. Right view, before Goodman walks over to the left side, look at Goodman's locker. It's lit up. What? If the locker was lit, it means it's open. Oh, wait, what? Hold on. Play the video again. Okay. Pointed the finger at us. Okay. I think I got this. I never would have got that. Hold on, let's see. Alright. Because, yeah, all the rest of these are closed. You're right. The light is on. That's it. The light's on. The thing that's strange about this video has got to be this. Officer Meekins. Sir, do you mean me, sir? As I understand it, the locker apparatus works like this. When you grab the handle, a sensor reads your fingerprint. If it's a match, the light turns on and the lock is released. I still want to know who the chick is in the photo. According to my very limited experience, that's the way I understand it, sir. Okay. If so, then something is seriously wrong with this picture. Yeah, it's that it's lit up. 100 watches through, and I never would have figured that out. All right. It's already lit up before he grabs it. Which means somebody earlier would have had to have set it off. So we have proof that it didn't have to be him. When the victim reaches for the handle to open the locker, let's rewind a little bit earlier. Well, first off, there's nothing in that, which is what I think it's trying to show us. By going all the way back. There it is. Here, notice the light? What's this? It's already lit. Yep. Precisely my point, Your Honor. The locker was already open before the victim grabbed the handle. Why did you make chicken noises, Meekins? Order, order, what's the meaning of this? It's very simple, Your Honor. The locker wasn't locked on the day of the crime. But the locker locks are controlled by an electronic system. When a door is shut, a sensor is triggered, and the locker is automatically locked. Oh, I know. It must have broken down. Of course, I'm not an expert in this. That's not likely, Your Honor. The sensor would detect and report any malfunction. Oh, well, it just goes to show novices should keep their mouths shut. No, I think you're onto something, Judge. So then, Mr. Wright, do you have an explanation? Me, Your Honor? Yes. Why wasn't the locker locked? Me, Your Honor? Yeah, well, you see, this isn't exactly my field. What do you think, Miss Scientific Investigator? Huh? Oh, maybe something like jam the system sensor. She's onto something. Something jammed the sensor. The glove that was falling out. There's something else that seems to be out of place in this video. Yeah, I thought so too. She just read my mind again. There's got to be another clue somewhere in the footage. Very well, let's inspect the video once more. The locker wasn't locked. Mr. Wright, please show us the cause. You got it. I know exactly what was the cause. That glove. That glove was it. Please, watch closely. This is the continuation of the part I showed you earlier. I can't fast forward this even though I've watched this 60 gajillion times. I already know how this part ends. Please. I beg of you. Oh, this feels so much better in my throat. What's this? Something white fell out of the locker. But, sir, it's been my experience that things fall out when doors are open. That's you not doing something right. I didn't read all that. We can't be sure that item was completely inside the locker to begin with. What do you mean? The sensor triggers the lock when the door is shut. Well, if something was inserted, say, between the sensor and the door... Inserted? Yeah. I gotta watch this again. Look. Where's the sensor at if the bottom of that coat thing didn't jam it? The white thing isn't inside the locker. It was stuck between the door and the sensor. I understand now, sir. It's just like my tie, sir. 2 out of 3 times it gets stuck indoors when I get out of my patrol vehicle, sir. Instead of the door closing, my tie chokes me. But the object would have to be extremely thin to fit in the door. Not only that, but it would also have to block electrical currents. It would need to be an insulator. Yes, an insulator, but at the crime scene, there just might have been something that fits that description. But, sir, by insulator, don't you mean... I think I finally got this figured out. Very well. Will the defense please present the relevant evidence? I will, but I'll be doing it next time. I know exactly what it is. All right. Oh, that took me way too long to figure out. Embarrassingly. Anyway, that's all the time that we've got for this episode. So remember to drink water, eat some food, and take your pills if you haven't yet today. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.